What's up, August? What's up, Zay? Zoo? Z? What's up, man?
I waited a little bit before I wanted to cover Mr. August Alsina and Mr. Zoo because I wanted to make sure I got all of the facts. And if you have watched any of my previous content where I was covering August Alsina, you will know that I adore August Alsina. I think he is a very talented music artist. He's also an entrepreneur. He has his own cologne, which is unisex, and he has his own skincare hairline, and I'm very proud of him. He's made some great music over the years, but I find him to be an intellect. He's very intelligent. He's very spiritual, and I think he's a very kind-hearted human being. And I was wanting to get all of the details about August Alsina and Zoo because they recently celebrated Atlanta Black Pride. They were actually invited to perform. They both stepped out with matching attire and they looked very sharp, very handsome. And I wanted to address August Alsina and Zoo's relationship. People have speculated for a few years now, and they have not been certain, or they've been in denial about August Alsina and Zoo. I've heard that people thought that they were really just brothers, blood brothers. They say August Alsina is mentoring Zoo. I've heard people say that their relationship is more like a business relationship because Zoo is also a musical artist that August Alsina is overseeing. And let me just say that I have heard people say that August Alsina and Zoo are just business partners, that August Alsina is mentoring Zoo as a up-and-coming artist. And then you have all of the heterosexual women who think August Alsina is really still their man. The denial, the delusion is real. But when Atlanta Black Pride came through and we got some zesty news, well, all of these ladies are heartbroken. They're devastated. And it is official that August Alsina and Zoo are not just business partners. They're not brothers like blood brothers. They are an official item. August Alsina has a boyfriend and his name is Zoo. Now, I'm not going to just talk off the top of my head on this because this is a very serious subject. And the reason why is because in the midst of August Alsina and Zoo's relationship being officially confirmed, there were some very vicious accusations, comments that went viral all over the internet. And August Alsina and Zoo had to make their statements to clear up these very vicious, vile commentaries and statements that people were making. And that is, they were accusing August Alsina of grooming Zoo. August Alsina is older than Zoo, from my understanding, by about 10 years. They have a 10-year age gap. And the speculation, the rumors, the statements were on the internet saying that Zoo was only 17 years old when August Alsina was involved with him, which would make him, as they say, a groomer. I'm going to read from an article by Vibe. And the article date is September 2nd, 2025. And the article title is August Alsina confirms Zoo is his boyfriend, clarifies he never, in quotes, groomed, end quote, him. The 32-year-old cleared up speculation about when their relationship actually began. And I'm going to read through the article and then I'm going to give you my lesbian perspective about what I think about August Alsina and his partner Zoo. And I'll begin with the article by Vibe. August Alsina and his partner Zoo are no longer leaving fans to guess the nature of their relationship, as the two are officially a couple. The R&B artist singer first raised eyebrows back in 2022 when he introduced Zoo as his, quote, LOVE, end quote, during his appearance on VH1's Surreal Life. At the time, many took it as Alsina's way of coming out, though the pair never quite defined their relationship publicly. Still, the signs of a romance were there, as they didn't shy away from matching fits, cozy photos together, joint music ventures, and even intimately posing together for Alsina's Alsina Wellness brand. Following a recent appearance during the ATL Pride Weekend event at Opium Club, Zoo decided to clarify their relationship after murmurs of when they met began looming on social media. Many began speculating that August began dating Zoo while he was a minor. And according to the rapper, that simply isn't true. August is my boyfriend, Zoo wrote in a lengthy IG story post. This my first and only time addressing this. I don't give a, he said the F-bomb word, about my external validation whatsoever. I don't need anyone's likeness, but I'm a grown A man with his own mind and free will. If I ever do anything, it's because I want to do it. Zoo addressed the timeline of their relationship, shutting down claims about when they first crossed paths. I met August when I was already of age, an adult. Aug didn't even know me when I was 16 or 17. Not sure where that came from. Yeah, there's a slight age difference, but y'all pick and choose who to judge when it comes to that. We will have known each other for 5 years toward the end of the year, so he's speaking in future terms because that's where we plan to make it. He also shared that they kept quiet about their relationship for so long because it was about keeping the peace. I know I'm not an internet person and prioritize my peace before anything and protect my relationship because the media at times can seep in and tarnish beautiful dynamics. But I can see how being quiet and trying to protect something of value to you can allow some people to spin the narrative and create a bunch of different scenarios which aren't true. All gives me a great life. He had that in all caps, great. And I'm thankful. He added, praising his man. What y'all don't know is that I run this relationship. I call the shots. August just shows up and supports me in whatever I want to do. He supports my dream. He is a dream. He is a dream in all caps with an exclamation mark. Moments later, Alsina hopped on X to echo his partner's sentiments and shut down the critics, reaffirming their love and the facts of how they met. Responding to one X user who defended their relationship, he wrote online, "Ninjas be so desperate to project their unhappiness and spin a narrative. It's truly a reflection of the deeply unhealed inner child." In another post, he jokingly capped his stance with, "Signed, a closeted ninja, 'cause why you as a grown A man worried about another grown man wee-wee." So y'all know I got to censor because this is, they saying some explicit stuff. So read between the lines because I'm not trying to get censored on YouTube. We want to get the message out. So they laid it out there plain, clear, and simplistic. And I'm going to share with you my lesbian thoughts because, woo, that's a lot. That is a lot. And I think that they should have had a publicist speak up for them because of these grooming allegations. And the only reason why I say this is because August Alsina, he's a businessman and He's an artist. And I believe that when you are facing such harsh allegations such as grooming, that it's good to have a publicist, maybe even an attorney to represent you. That's why they have public relations. That's why there's PR representatives to help be the spokesperson for celebrities or just people who are in very high profile positions. That's just my that's just my lesbian perspective and opinion, because you're just wanting to protect yourself. You're wanting to protect your name. You're wanting to protect your business. And August Alsina, he kind of was responding to a lot of people's comments. And I know that he's passionate. I know that he really cares about Zoo. You can tell just by the way he responds. But you have to be careful with responding to the critics, the keyboard warriors on social media, because they're just there to troll you. They don't have what August Alsina has. They don't have what Zoo has. As a matter of fact, a lot of those people are just hating. They're jealous. They're mad. I mean, let's be honest. August Alsina is a very good-looking man. I know I'm a lesbian, but I still have eyes. That man is a beautiful man. But I'm going to tell you what, I just went through the lesbian test, and Zoo is a good-looking man as well. He's very attractive. I'm sorry, I just kind of favor August Alsina. I just kind of favor him. So they got this thing going on where they're saying who looks better, August Alsina or Zoo. I'm not into grading people or scoring people on their looks, because that's very superficial. I really care about the holistic individual. And only because I've known about August Alsina as an artist and just seen him interviewed and just see him whenever he just like posts on Instagram, and you just talk and hear, and he talks rather, and you just hear how he thinks and how he expresses himself. He seems like a genuine person. He seems like a very kind-hearted person. So for me, your character outweighs how you physically look. So that's why I say I favor August Alsina, only because I know a little bit more about him. I don't know much about Zoo, but I would imagine that August Alsina choosing to be with Zoo must be a really good guy, because who you choose reflects who you are. And we can all learn from that. But I just want August Alsina to be careful about responding to these keyboard warriors, these trolls on social media, and just, say what you mean what you say, and get offline, because a lot of these people will hate on you. They don't have the experience that August Alsina has. They're not music artists. They don't have their own skin care line. They don't have their own cologne. August is getting paid. He's doing very well for himself, and he did really well for himself after experienced so much backlash back in 2020 when the whole entanglement situation happened, or whether it was exposed by August Alsina about him being involved with Jada Pinkett Smith. And so Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, they took to their Facebook show, The Red Table. And yeah, Jada had to just admit it was an entanglement. And well, we know how that went. But August, he took a big hit during that. A lot of people took the side of Will Smith, really. A lot of people were mad at Jada Smith for various reasons of her getting involved with August Alsina. But it was like they took the side of Will Smith. They felt sorry for Will Smith. And they were mad at August Alsina because they felt like August Alsina was out of line for getting involved with Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. But Jada Pinkett Smith made it very clear that she has a mind of her own and she makes her own decisions. And she said that her and Will were separated at the time, even though they were still legally married. And she admitted that she was involved with August Alsina. But she cut that relationship off. She cut the relationship off with August Alsina, and that devastated August. He was really heartbroken. He went through like a depression, and he dropped a couple of songs, one of them being Entanglements, and it was crazy. The internet was going crazy over that. But anyway, August admitted, like in interviews, that he lost a lot of friends and he lost a lot of business deals. So after that, there was a major decline. They weren't playing his music on the radio anymore. He couldn't get any type of airplay or record deals. So he started doing a lot of projects independently. And he's really done great for himself. And that's what I mean by he went into his own business ventures with his skincare line and his cologne. And I'm excited for him. I'm proud of him. That's what you do. You rise above the pain and you learn from it and you grow. But as far as how I feel about their specific relationship, August Alsina and Zoo, I'm excited for them. I mean, they're like the hottest topic out right now, y'all. I mean, they're the hottest topic in entertainment. They're the hottest topic in relationships as far as the LGBTQ plus community. A lot of gay men are excited about them, but then you have a lot of gay men who are not excited about their relationship because they think that August is too old for Zoo. And then some people have been the critics in accusing August of being a groomer. And then you have even heterosexual people getting in on it because, well, what can I say? A lot of the men and the women are angry that August is now hanging out with the gays. They think that he duped them, like he tricked them. They're saying things like, oh, he acted like he was a straight dude and he acted like he was all hard and like he was a gangster and he was always talking about girls and everything. And now he fruity. He wanna be with a dude. And so the women are devastated because they don't even want to listen to his music. And I think that is just so horrible because it's like they want to just cut off listening to his music. I saw some comments where some women were saying, I can't even listen to his music anymore. You mean to tell me the whole time you were singing about a man? And some people clap back at the girls, and I like that because they need a real dose of reality. Some people replied back, well, what makes you think that August Alsina would have ever given you a chance anyway? Because let's think about this. You don't even know August Alsina. And August Alsina, if he is what they call gay, that means he wouldn't want to be with a woman anyway. So why are you crying over him? Why are you so upset? And then he's with Zoo. Yes, Zoo is a man. So yes, he is in a same-sex attracted relationship. But why can't you just be happy for him that he found love? Why are you just hating on his relationship? Oh, I know why. Because it's a gay relationship. That's why. But me, what I think, my lesbian thoughts, I don't think August Alsina is technically gay. I think he is more bisexual or fluid in his sexuality. Because even when he was addressing all of the grooming allegations in the comments, he did have a comment where he said, y'all know about many of my public relationships. And it's true because he has been very public about his relationships, and his relationships have been with women. And I think he sincerely likes women, and I think he likes men, but he found love in a man. And he said that when he came out on that show, he said he found love in a man. And I think people should be happy for him and just stop bullying him, because this is bullying. This is what you call social media bullying. It is a form of bullying. And that's why I really, hope that he had a attorney or a public relations representative to speak up for him instead of him speaking himself. But I get it. Sometimes you need to say something yourself. But I just didn't want him to just keep responding, because he kind of kept responding. And then it gets very, entangled, shall I say. But he finally, got offline. And that's what you have to do. Because at the end of the day, you have to sit back. You have to count your blessings. And by the time you get done counting your blessings, you're not going to worry about all of the negativity. You're going to appreciate what you have. And you need to keep your energy clean and clear, because it'll start affecting your mental, but also it'll start deteriorating the relationship you have with your partner. And you don't want to allow that to happen, because that's what people want to see. They want to see you down. They don't want to see you happy in a relationship, especially if you are a gay person or a bisexual person. They don't like to see LGBTQ plus people happy and in love. So they're going to attack you anyway. And as far as the grooming rumors, this is my stance on it. I listened to some commentary from actual men who are gay or bisexual, because I was trying to understand the male psyche, especially if you are a gay or a bisexual man. Because I'm not a gay man, I'm not a bisexual man, I'm a lesbian woman. And I am the kind of person who likes to learn from other people. And I listened to some different thoughts that men had about August Alsina and Zoo's relationship. And some of them are in agreement with their relationship and the age gap difference. Others were not in agreement with their age gap difference, and they did consider it to be a grooming relationship. But this is my belief, and this is where I stand. Zoo, he stood on business. He took to the social media and he addressed it. And he said that he was of age, that he was an adult. He said that August Alsina did not know him when he was 16 or 17 years of age. He said that August Alsina was speaking on their relationship in the future sense, because from my understanding, they met, if it was 5 years ago, they met in the month of December. So that means come December of 2025, they've officially been together for 5 years. I don't know much about Zoo. Like I said, I don't. But August Alsina just celebrated his birthday just this month in September. I think it was September 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. But I understand that August Alsina is 33 years of age. And if they have a 10-year age gap, then that means that Zoo is 23 years of age. So 5 years ago would make him 18 years of age. So he is technically an adult, which means August Alsina is not a groomer. Being a groomer or being a PDF file means that you are sexually involved with a minor. So Zoo is technically not a minor. And although some people will maybe be upset about an 18-year-old, and that would make August 28 at the time, being involved with each other, it is technically a consensual relationship. They both are of legal age and they can consent to be together. With age gap differences, 10 years, in my belief, I believe 10 years is not terrible. If you're dating someone, I don't recommend more than 10 years. The max, I would say, is 10 years. But the older you get, the more your mind kind of expands, and you don't mind maybe dating someone within the 10 to 15 year age gap. But usually that's when you are probably of the age of maybe 27 years of age or older. For me, age gaps do impact your relationship, and it just depends on the individual. And as far as impacting your relationship, it can be good for you or it can be bad for you. I think everybody has to experience life on their own. I cannot tell someone, oh, don't date him or don't date her because you're 10 years apart. I don't have the right to tell that person that. So, and likewise, for people who don't even know August Alsina or Zoo, for them to put their 2 cents in on their relationship is ridiculous. Like, who are you to tell people they can't be together, or I don't like y'all being together? If you listen to people, you will never be able to find love. You will never have a loving relationship because, like I said, most people don't even want to see gay, lesbian, bisexual, and LGBTQ people in a happy relationship. The reason why, because a lot of these heterosexual people are miserable. They don't have somebody to love them. And so if they see you in love, that makes them feel like, oh my God, you mean to tell me gay people can be in love and have a better relationship than I can? Because honestly, a lot of these heterosexual people, they're very vain. And so that's why I say you have to know people, you have to know yourself. And if nobody is being harmed, if nobody is being forced to do something against their will, if they are not a minor, let those people make decisions for themselves. Because even if you go against them, they're still going to do it anyway. People have to learn and live for themselves. That's just the way we are as humans. And if you get in a relationship with someone and there's a 10-year age gap, you got the experience. And so you'll know for yourself if that's good for you or if it's not good for you. I think the main thing is you want to consider, why are you in a relationship with someone who is older than you? Or why are you in a relationship with someone who is younger than you? And if you are choosing to be with someone solely for superficial reasons, well, it really doesn't matter if you're the same age. If you're with somebody because, oh, they look good or because they take care of you financially, well, that is a very superficial reason for being with anyone. You are an opportunist. You are not somebody who is ready for a relationship. So just keep in mind that relationships must be consensual. You do need to be legal. And it is completely 100% fine to be gay or lesbian or bisexual and be in a relationship with the same sex. And you have to value relationships. You have to have a goal and a plan together. You can't go into any relationships aimlessly. You have to have morals in order to be together. You have to have things in common. You have to like each other. You have to care about each other. You cannot be selfish being in a relationship. And when you're in a high profile relationship like August Alsina is, he's a celebrity. And because of his celebrity, it makes Zoo very known. He actually benefits from being with August Alsina. We see clearly he does benefit from the relationship. It is new or young to us for us to kind of watch their relationship, but for them, they've been together for 5 years. So 5 years is a long time. So they know each other pretty good. But now, since everybody officially knows that they're together, the pressure will be on. But that's why I want them to stay offline. Don't entertain the trolls. Don't entertain the keyboard warriors. Most of these people, they broke, they miserable, and they probably mad because they don't look as good as August Alsina or Zoo. And so you can't worry about them kind of people. Live your best life. And yeah, show off. I love that they're showing off. They're beautiful men. Show off. I like the fact that these men are in a homosexual relationship and they have their self together. They're intelligent. They're business oriented. And they are showing the world that they love being themselves and they love being together in a relationship between two males. I love that. We need more representation. So how could I possibly hate on their relationship? What is there to hate? I don't think August Alsina is a groomer. I don't think August Alsina should be single and miserable because you want him to be single and miserable. Absolutely not. And people need to remember that what you put out is what you get in return. While you're pointing fingers and calling people all of these horrible names, you don't even know these people. No wonder you don't have somebody who loves you. No wonder you're jealous of people who have a loving relationship. And if you do get with someone, they don't treat you right, so you're still miserable. You might as well be single and alone. Let people live their lives. Let people live in their truth. Let people be happy, because guess what? They're going to do it anyway. Because your happiness starts within, not without. If anybody congratulates your relationship, well, that's just icing on the cake. But it should never motivate you to be in a relationship, nor should it deter you from keeping your relationship. Keep people out of your business, but show off at the same time. You have to have that balance. That's all I have for now. Congratulations, August Alsina and Zoo. I knew you were together when you first introduced Zoo on the show, when you said you found love. What was the name of that show? VH1, Surreal Life. I already knew. All the straight girls was in denial. Even the straight men was in denial, because it made them feel like, oh, I can't believe this bro who acted like he was heterosexual all this time is gay now. Now it's going to look like, straight men are gay. So it's just a lot of going on. A lot of these heterosexual people are just paranoid. They're just homophobic. And one of the things I do admire about August Alsina and Zoo's relationship is they did keep it private. And that was their right. But because of these unfortunate grooming rumors, they had to address it and go public with their relationship. But I just hope that they stay focused and enjoy their relationship together and be happy, because that's what life is about. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe or follow me on all of my social media. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Instagram Threads. Subscribe here, of course, on YouTube, and I'm on TikTok as well. My handle is at GISELLEAWALLACE. Thank you for listening, and enjoy your life.